I'm Allie, and I'm back today to do another book review. I just did one last week, but I've read a few books back to back that I've really enjoyed. So today I'm going to talk about If I Was Your Girl by Meredith Russo. This is my library copy, so it's shiny, so I'm going to try to avoid the light. It definitely looks like it's going to be different to me. When I saw the cover of it, it looks like it's going to be like a young adult, like kind of romance, and I mean I suppose there's romance in it, but to me this just looked like just like a typical young adult book. But it's actually not. It is about a girl named Amanda. She lives in Tennessee, I believe, and she is moving from her small town that she lives in with her mom to move with her dad, who has been estranged for a while. I can't remember exactly how long, because she is a transgendered girl who was dealing in her original town, was dealing with a lot of, not even bullying, like harassment and real like crimes against her. So she goes to move and to start over again, and it's kind of about, it's secret, so she's not out as transgender, she's not running around like I'm transgender, she's just trying to function as a typical person would, especially in high school. We all want to kind of stay under the radar, I feel like, in high school. So she goes and she starts making friends, and the story is actually told from current time, but it'll have little flashbacks from her time in her old town that kind of will talk about some of the traumatic events that happened to her, but it also talked about a little bit about her transition and how she feels and how she had felt about herself prior to, and I just thought a lot of it felt really realistic. I don't know what it's like to be transgender, so I can't say it's like gospel, but I just think that this is a really important book. I think that everybody should read it. Truthfully, I think everybody should read it, because I think we need to being transgender isn't weird, we just don't talk about it. So I feel like there needs to be more literature like this out there for everybody, for adults, but especially for young adults, because when you're in high school and you're feeling something that you think is so weird or so different from everybody else, it helps to have people, whether it's fictional characters on TV or in novels or whatever, it just helps to have somebody out there saying things that you could be thinking as well. And what I really liked about the story is that while she's interacting with these new friends, and she's interacting with adults and her dad and somebody who she's becomes interested in romantically, they all kind of have these secrets and things that they're embarrassed of and things that make them feel like freaks and that they're not proud of, or what any kind of negative feelings about themselves. And I liked that she wasn't the only person, because being transgender is not the only thing that you can feel weird about. We all have things like that, and so I really felt like this was important, and I felt like it was an easy enough read that I felt like I could really get through it quickly, although I really wanted to just savor it because I really enjoyed it. I think that she's a really great protagonist, and it's just a really nice, it's a nice book on that topic. There's obviously some not nice parts of it, but it's a really good book. You can really feel her anxiety, and you can feel like her anxiousness. Sometimes you're like, no, I just want people to be nice to her, because you just don't want people to be mean to people, I guess. I don't want people to be mean to people. One of my favorite quotes from the novel came at page 3, and it just struck me so quickly. So it says, "Maybe he was right, but what I deserved and what I could expect from life were two different things." And that just, like, when I read it, I was like, I'm gonna really love this book, because that just struck me, and I think that's so true of everybody. People are so mean to other people, sometimes for zero reason. Literally, they just pick, like, you're the weirdo and we're gonna be rude. And I just feel like the world should have more kindness in it, and I just thought that sentence in itself was really good. What it was also interesting is that the author is a trans female, and what I thought was cool was that, like, and I think I kind of felt this too, I was like, oh, there must be a lot of truth to the way she's feeling, because it's kind of like potentially what the author went through. And she actually says, in it, it says, I hope that having gotten to know Amanda, you will not apply the details of her experience as dogma other trans people must adhere to, but rather as inspiration to pursue an ever broader understanding of our lives and identities, as well as your own understanding of gender and sex. And I thought, that's just at the note from the author, I don't know if I said that, but I just thought that that was really important for her to say, and I'm glad that she said it, because although I don't know that I think like all transgender people would be just like this, I think it would be very easy to think that if you had zero experience with people who are transgender, or anybody really who's dealing with something like this. So all in all, I really loved this book. I hope that lots and lots of people read it. I believe that Zoella put this in her book club, her current book club, so I know that a lot of teenagers are going to read it. And I think that's so awesome, because I think more and more people, we just need to be talking about things that are not weird, but we all act like are weird. So yeah, I hope that you have a happy day, and I hope that this review was okay. If you have any commentary on it, I would like to hear it. And I'm also on Goodreads. I love to hear people, like, what they're reading, what they're, hate reading, whatever. So please comment below and follow me on Goodreads. I like having lots of friends on Goodreads. Alright, see ya. Bye!